Hey there. One of the really common and recurring tasks that needs to happen in Google My Business is that of creating Google posts. Just to kind of demonstrate how that's done, I'm here in the back end of Google My Business, business.google.com/locations, assuming you've already have an account, which we do. I'm going to go ahead and just click on Bullpine Marketing right now as an example of kind of what to do here. As you can see, here's kind of just some general information that's all pretty good. And if you come here, you can hit create post. You can also get to this kind of same place by coming over to posts over here on the left-hand side. And then, of course, this will give you a few more options as far as different things that you can add or can offer or say. If you have an event that you're trying to promote, well, then you can create a post specifically about that. If you have just kind of a general update, well, you can add one here. If you have a specific offer that you're giving people, then fantastic. This is obviously a new one right here with COVID-19 update. If you need to just kind of be letting people know what you're currently doing in a response to COVID-19, this could be a fantastic place to put it. If you have new products that you're trying to showcase, well, then this is kind of where you can go ahead and add that. So there's a number of things that you can do here. In general, for a lot of my clients here at Bullpine Marketing, what we're going to be doing is really, just kind of pretty basic updates. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come here and for this, I'm going to approach this essentially like a social media post, just kind of general. So I'm going to come here. I have some content that I have that I would like to share. So I'm just going to go ahead, find this, and then I'm going to select this post, this image here to be part of my post. I don't really particularly care, the nature of a lot of this content as long as it's good, right? So this is something we post on social media, so that's obviously pretty darn good. Then you just kind of write a brief post, right? The short description about whatever's going on in this image. If we're doing this for a client, then you can also go use some stock image. A great place to go look for that is unsplash.com, and there's several other kind of royalty-free stock imagery, right? And you can write about anything. So if we were doing this for a client, like a physical therapist, maybe we could type in exercise or something like that, right? And then there would be a number of images that would pop up that would probably fit something in here that would be good. This looks like a good one. This looks like a good one, showing that they're running, showing that they're being active. So I would download that and I would add that into this post as kind of just a way to say, here's what we are, or here's who we are. And what we do is we try to get people more active and living their life in a better way. That's kind of what this post would be about. For this particular one, this one is about kind of monthly searches for Parson Brown. So I'm just going to write just a super brief description here. I'm just going to say, reach out to Idaho Falls Google experts today. Really simple. For a lot of our clients, I'd like it to be a little bit more in depth, but really the call to action is pretty simple, right? We like to help people live life moving, right? That's a big one for Pick PT. We want to help you get back up on your feet. We want you to be back doing the things that are most meaningful to you in your life, right? Those are all great examples of kind of what you could write here in this area for a client, in particular for like a physical therapist. Then you can add a call to action button. There's a lot of different ones on here that are pretty good. Learn more is, it's okay, but I think there are just way stronger options out there. But depending on kind of what you decide to do, you can have some different options. For example, if it's call now, well, then you can have the phone number here, right? If you say sign up, well, then you can add a link here. If you put learn more, which I don't always necessarily recommend doing, but it could be way worse. Then in that case, go ahead and grab whatever that URL is that you'd like them to go to. For this particular example, because I don't have necessarily a more specific page that I think would be good for them to go ahead and just have it go to the web page, right? Pretty darn simple, nothing crazy. I think, kind of going through this approach, right? If we wanted to do something a little bit more exciting, maybe I could look up computer, right? Uh, let's see what they have to do because we're in digital marketing. Oh, here's a cool image of somebody's hands as they're kind of typing. Um, here's a really cool image of a Mac computer. These are all pretty darn good things. So go ahead and just download some of these bad boys. Ooh, this one's kind of cool with it all pink and sexy in there. That's cool. I'm going to use it. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to download that. This would be a good example, or this would be an okay example of a post. I'm going to go ahead and hit publish. Now, one of the things that we have to remember is that Google Posts kind of expire, or they just aren't as visible after a certain amount of time. If you're curious as where we see Google Posts, let's see. I'll go ahead and go pick PT Rexburg. Let's go ahead and take a look at their location. As you can see here, I have access to this, so that's not particularly helpful, but let me see here if I can't find where their Google Post would be. There we go. Right here off to the right-hand side, you can see some of the posts that we've done. So I'm going to click on this, and you can kind of scroll through here, and you can see these different posts that we've done in the past for them. Pretty good, nothing crazy, but pretty darn good posts there. So I've downloaded this image here that I think is fairly interesting and eye-catching. What I'm going to do is, I really think that reviews in general are just really good content. So I'm going to come here to the review section, and I just think that so many of these are pretty darn good. So I'm going to go ahead and just select one, whichever I want. Okay, Ryan is one of the best marketers I've ever had the opportunity to work with. There's nothing I would not feel comfortable outsourcing to Ryan. All right, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm just going to select this, copy that, come here, and I'm going to go ahead and do yet another update. And this time, I'm going to add this new image that we have here. Let's see, downloads, right? There we go. See that awesome image there? Boom, looks so cool, love it. I'm gonna go ahead and add that. Then, I'm gonna put this little thing here in quotes because I really think that that's pretty awesome. And then, if you need to see more of what you've written, go ahead and just drag this out there. You can do that. Okay, so here's kind of a simple post, right? Have this cool looking, interesting image. We have, kind of this general post here. I think this is kind of an interesting post. I'm gonna go ahead and just put Jason there because that's who wrote this particular one. For this particular one, geez, let's see here. I'm gonna just do call now, right? And here's the business phone number. So I'm just gonna leave that there. And I think this is honestly a pretty solid post in my mind. Go ahead and hit publish. And there we go. That's kind of the general process there. Nothing too crazy. Honestly, I think you're better off just leaving it pretty simple, keeping it pretty top level, having a good call to action. And, let's take a look and see what it looks like out here, out in the wild. Let's see here. There we go. Looks cool, huh? So anyways, I really think that this is a good way to just add a little bit more content to your Google listing. Google does seem to give some preferential treatment to companies that are using their stuff. So that's all good reasons to do that. So anyways, thank you. Bye.